Yeah, we've been trying to get caught up on Roll for Sandwich because we were like 100+ episodes behind. We got a good chunk done last time. Let's go. Episode 327 of Roll for Sandwich.
Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. But first, a quick word from my friend and fellow TikToker, Meg. Take it away, Meg.
Oh.
Hi there, my name is Meg's Mashables, and I would love to introduce to you the next two Mashables that we're going to have available for pre-order over on BackerKit. This is the Cactog, which is a cactus hedgehog. Rotund, drought-resistant friend. This is the Snurtle. Hi, how are you? Which is a snake turtle, Shellment. You can adopt them over at BackerKit.
Snurtle.
And without further ado, let's roll for bread, shall we?
Cactog's gonna roll for bread.
Oh.
Excuse me, Snurtle.
Wait, that's cool.
It's a 4!
And if you know anything about my work, I hope that you choose the butt of the bread. Have fun!
Well, Meg, a 4 is Italian bread.
I do not understand the reference, but my mom loves the butt of the bread, of any bread ever. And I was always like, here, you can have it. I'm good.
I don't know if you've seen the Italian bread on my show recently, but butts are definitely on theme. We're going to go ahead and toast up these butts using our toast bread cantrip. Having these toasted will give us a little bit more stability and hopefully set us up for a good sandwich. Next up, let's roll for Maine. 8, mortadella. Mortadella is like the grown-up version of bologna. It's a sausage made of finely ground cured pork, usually incorporating cubes of pork fat, which is the white that you see. Not a bad start today.
True,
Next
but
up,
I
let's
like
roll for
bologna
cheese.
still. I don't mind. I like
3,
it.
Parm crisps. These snacks are made of oven-baked
I used to love
aged
these.
Parmesan. They're very salty and the flavor is very concentrated, and they're quite crunchy. They will definitely be an interesting addition to this sandwich. We'll see how it goes.
I used to
let's
love
roll
those.
for roughage. 8 tomato and 10 pickles. It's the middle of the tomato harvest for our garden, so we've got a garden fresh tomato here. One of the few that my kids didn't just eat straight off of the vine. Tomato's a good addition to a mortadella sandwich and should be complemented nicely by the salt and those parm crisps. Definitely could have rolled worse there. Pickles will also be a great addition here. An acidic element to cut through the richness.
It actually
and
looks
fat
pretty
of the
good so
mortadella
far.
was definitely needed. Other than those parm crisps, pretty normal so far. All right, let's get wild with the wild magic roll. 8, dried hibiscus.
What is that?
Hibiscus flowers are often used to make a tea or
Wait, they're
added
flowers?
to recipes to add a tanginess and tartness. I admit that I probably should have rehydrated these first rather than just crumbling them on top, but they still ended up absorbing a decent amount of moisture straight from the sandwich. Well, bit of a left turn. Let's see how we're going to end this one. Well, last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 19, superpower sauce. Superpower sauce is one of the hot sauces created by the third wave ska band Five Iron Frenzy. I've had their milder sauce on the show before, but this is the first
For bacon bits and jalapenos and Polish hot dogs.
time I'm opening this one. This one is habanero and chipotle, so a little spicier, a little smokier, but honestly, we could have done a lot worse.
I just want to take a little check. I want to take a little peek.
Milder sauce on the show before, but this
just
is the
getting the
first
prime.
time I'm opening this one.
Look,
This
dating
one
for
is
4 months with
habanero and chipotle.
Damn it.
So a little spicier, a little smokier, but honestly, we could have done a lot worse. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here.
I'm thinking like a
Get our
9.6.
toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half.
It's a good looking sandwich. 9.6.
And let's take a look at that cross section. That doesn't look too bad. Well, definitely a bit of chaos today, but considering how things have been going lately, not that bad. Let's give it a taste.
Really?
This one's interesting. There are some conflicting flavors and textures.
Oh, maybe the
Interestingly
flour?
enough, the hibiscus kind of goes well with the pickles. Also
Oh.
doesn't pair too badly with the hot sauce or the sharp bite from the Parmesan. I think I would have preferred a normal cheese, but the crunch is kind of nice. Unfortunately, we're just a few steps away from something really great. Still, I've had some real
Wow.
stinkers lately, so I will count this as a win. Sometimes just
So like an
okay
8?
is all you can hope for. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 6.9 today, and I'm going to call it
Nice.
the Flower Power. Thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again.
You know, I thought that was a pretty good looking one. I mean, like, other than the hot sauce, I guess, and the flowers, pickles, tomato, cheese, mortadella, toasted Italian bread, I thought it was a good making.
Good
Okay,
afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today we're going to be using these dice that are not filled with real human teeth that were made for me by Whitney at Smoking Glue Guns. Thanks. Let's get things started with our roll for bread.
I have a question. Did anyone here have their parents save their baby teeth for probably an uncomfortable amount of time? Never thought about it until right now. Because I remember my mom had like a little hippo. It was like a metal hippo. And she kept all my baby teeth in there for a few years. And I don't know why, now that I think about it. I never thought about it till right this moment. I think they're long gone by now. They should be long gone by now. But I never considered it was probably kind of weird till this exact moment. Okay.
2 freezer ends. Today from the depths of my freezer come 2 slices of gluten-free bread.
Oh.
It will be nice to get these out of the freezer,
Oh.
but it does mean today's sandwich will be small. We're going to use our toasting cantrip because the bread is frozen, and also in my experience, gluten-free bread is better toasted. And now we have our 2 little croutons to make a sandwich with.
2 little croutons.
Next up, let's roll for Maine. 8 mortadella. Mortadella for the second sandwich in a row. The name mortadella goes back to the Latin word for
I feel like that was way more meat than normal.
finely ground
Am I crazy?
pork used to make it. Let's roll for our cheese. 1 Carolina Reaper Jack. Unfortunately for me, I still have a little bit of this spicy cheese. Being such a small
Hey,
sandwich,
spicy
I
cheese
know
is
I
pretty
could
good.
justify using only 1 slice of cheese, but I'm not going to do that.
Oh.
At least this way it'll run out sooner. Next
Really?
up, let's roll for roughage. 6 green onion and 9 peppadew. Grunions have been a popular choice of the dice lately, and I'm honestly fine with it. They generally enhance anything that they're on without adding too strong of a flavor. They should pair quite well with what we have so far and add a nice splash of green. These sweet pecan peppers grown in South Africa are a little sweet, a little spicy, and should be really nice on this sandwich. Not that we really need any more spice, but
What is that
you know,
noise?
the dice get what the dice want. At the very least, presentation-wise,
Is that like
this
an
is
omen?
quite nice. You've got the white cheese with the very green onion and the very red peppers on top of that. It looks nice. All right, let's get wild with our wild magic roll. 17 smoked finishing salt. All right, this is actually
This actually looks
quite
pretty
an
good.
Interesting mix. This salt will be nice. That little bit of Scotch barrel smoke will go nicely with the peppers and with the cheese. And
If the
last but not
sauce ends up
least,
hitting,
the
I think this is like
D20
a
roll.
like a
Here we go.
9.8.
17 salsa matcha. This Mexican version of chili
not
crisp
bad.
is delicious and not necessarily what I was hoping for this sandwich.
Hey, I don't think it looks too
It's
bad,
not gonna
though.
do anything to cool down the sandwich. Adding
Oh
more
yeah, I might not
chili
like the
and
spice.
oil, and it's nice.
I
it's
like spice.
flavorful. It's just this is gonna be hot.
It's gonna be a
Let's go ahead and
spicy
get our
sandwich.
sandwich closed up here.
It'll be a spicy butthole later.
Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's cut it in half.
Just a nice glass of milk. You're good to go though.
And let's take a look at that cross section. It looks nice. So small and unassuming and pretty to look at.
It looks scared.
It's like a velvet ant. It's gonna hurt me. Pinky's out. Let's give it a taste. The flavor profile really works nicely here. There's not really anything out of place. That cheese is just too spicy for my preferences. With a mayo
Oh.
or even some soft bread, something to take the edge off, might be
Yeah,
a little
I guess
bit
that's
better,
fair.
But I can't complain about the taste. It's interesting, the rigid.
Wait, he's allowed to have a drink
cracker-like
with these, right? Just
structure
get a
of
nice
the
cold glass of
gluten-free
milk.
bread
You're
is
good to go.
Almost a plus with this one. It kind of works with the fatty and soft mortadella and cheese. It's interesting. With the
It's
pepper and
hot,
stuff,
so I don't think it's gonna get
almost
that
like
high of a rating,
bruschetta.
but I would give this like
one's
a
kind of hard to zero in on. On the one hand, it's quite
8.2.
tasty. On the other hand, it's hurting me, and probably will continue to do so throughout the day. I think I'm going to go with an 8.5 today, and I'm going to call it La Moradont. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Have a
8.5.
great weekend, and I will see you again on Monday.
Okay, pretty good. All right, next.
Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and
I'd
beyond.
eat that.
Welcome to Roll for Sandwich.
I don't know if I'd
Series
want the
where I
bread,
let
though.
Fate decide my lunch.
What?
Let's go. We're going to be doing something a little bit different this week on Roll for Sandwich. It is Beer Week. Every day this week, we will also roll for a beer courtesy of our friends at Revolution Brewing. We even got beer dice to use this week.
Dude,
Hopefully
guy
they're lucky.
collects the sponsors
All right,
like
let's get things
Thanos
started. Roll for
crystals or Infinity Stones.
3 white bread. Just a couple of slices of simple, soft, basic white bread. But sometimes that's all you need. Next up, let's roll for Maine.
Where's the cooking streams?
7,
I'm not trying to burn my house down.
salami. Salami's not a bad start. It was one of my
Some
favorites
salami.
growing up.
Salami
Hopefully the
fire.
dice keep being nice. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 6, smoked cheddar. This smoked cheddar is a nice sharp cheddar, though the sharpness is mellowed quite a bit by the smoke. It's got a really nice woodsy flavor to it, and I think it should go well with the spices
Yeah,
and the
it'll
salami.
probably be fine. I don't know if I'd
I
like
think
that
it'll pair
as much.
nicely with a beer too, but I guess that remains to be seen. Well, tasted, I guess. Next up, let's roll for roughage.
So far, so good.
5 red onion and 7 sauerkraut. Definitely not a bad roll with the red onion. That little bit of bite should go nicely with the smoked cheddar, and the raw onion will also give us a little bit of crunch.
Chad, I told you guys I used to hate onions, right? And like slowly, a little bit by little, I'm like kind of accepting that they're actually not bad, and like if they're caramelized, they're actually like, you know, kind of decent. But like I'm scared, and like I still don't want to admit it.
It's been a little while since we've had sauerkraut on the show, but I figured bringing it back for the beer episodes would be a good idea. In the past, I've gone straight from the jar onto the sandwich, but I've been told that I should try warming up the sauerkraut, so that's what I'm going to do.
Cactus
And now
and
we'll add our
onions.
warm
Stumbled on
sauerkraut
live roll
straight
for sandwich. Instant 10/10 day.
to
Okay,
our
that's
sandwich on
appreciated.
top of our onions. The sauerkraut will add a little bit of density and texture,
It's a lot
as
of
well as that
sauerkraut.
nice
I don't know if I'd like
sour
sauerkraut.
fermented taste.
I don't think
that
I've ever
it's known
had
for.
it.
Honestly,
Or if I've had
I'm
it, it's
on
not
board so
willingly.
far. All right, let's get wild with our wild magic roll. 6, pumpkin pie spice. The dice just wanted to remind me that it's
Okay.
fall, so I guess
Hope
now we're
you're
adding
having
this
a great
spice mixture
day.
that contains
20 months cotton
allspice,
candy.
cinnamon,
Appreciated. I'd say pretty
nutmeg,
good.
all those good fall flavors. All right, and for our last roll, as far as the sandwich is concerned, let's roll for our sauce. 13, curry sauce. This curry sauce, also sometimes called curry ketchup, is a tomato-based sauce with curry spices. It's actually pretty delicious, and I'm not really a fan of ketchup. The slight sweetness and curry spices mixed with the pumpkin pie spice should prove to be pretty interesting. Let's get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's roll for our beer. We've got the Hero IPA Variety Pack from Revolution Brewing, and we're gonna roll to see which one we go with today. 3, Hazy
That's a
Hero.
giant
Hazy
ass
Hero, a
fucking
hazy IPA
dice.
with
Holy shit.
7.3% alcohol. It's got a bitterness rating of 35 IBUs, which is pretty light for an IPA. It's
That
about
don't mean
3
anything
times
to
as
me.
bitter as a Bud Light. We'll finish up our pour here, and then
Oh.
we'll see how this pairs with our sandwich. Might be too soon to call, but I think we did all right. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich cut in half here. And let's take a look at that cross section. Looks okay to me. Well, for our first installment in this miniseries, it seems we got off easy, which I am okay with.
Doesn't look bad.
Let's give it a taste. And of course, let's taste our beer. I'd say all the flavors in the sandwich work together pretty well. That smoked cheddar paired with the curry sauce is pretty good. And that pumpkin pie spice doesn't even stand out as weird. The beer has nice grapefruity citrus notes from the hops without being too bitter. And I think they work pretty well together. I'd say we're starting off.
I feel like this is gonna get like a
strong.
9-3.
We really ended up with a nice, cohesive, and pretty tasty situation.
I'm thinking a 9-3.
Hopefully the rest of the week treats us just as kindly, but I guess we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 9.3 today, and I'm going to call it a hazy shade of autumn. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again right here on Wednesday.
I'm getting it back. It took a while, but it's starting
Good
to be
afternoon, Jeannie.
realigned.